In this video, I am going to show you how to configure static NAT. So let's start our video. I am doing this lab from scratch, so some errors may be there. So let's start our session. Static NAT is my topic, and something about first of all NAT. So NAT stands for Network Address Translation. Basically, what NAT does, it prevents your internal IP address from hackers, and also it translates your private IP address into public IP address. So let's see how it works. I will provide you also the syntax of the NAT in just a while. Just we configure our lab. So let's start. So I am using a 2911 routers, and I need a switch here and a switch here. So this is going to my ISP router, and I am going to add a WAN connection. Just you can drag it from here and turn on the device. Just turn it off. Then start. So we can use this serial DC cable. And I'm connected this my cable to the switch. This is to this switch. Now we need to connect some host that would be using our private IP address, and these devices will have their IP netted, as we will see. Sorry. And here I am adding one more web server. You can call it google.com. So let's configure. First of all, we will configure the LAN side on this router. So I'm going to use a 10.0.0.0.1 subnet. On the second, just wait. We will configure our LAN side, then we will configure our IP addresses for the WAN pool. Let's check if we can ping this. Can reach our gateway. Let's test the second. Now my ISP has given me a pool of 200.0.0.1/24. So I'm going to use this pool on my subnet. Let's configure IP addresses. .0.0.253 site. On that side, I am going to configure IP address. So now configure its LAN IP address. I want to use is 170. And on this server, I am going to use this IP 170.0.0. Sorry. Let's check once. 170.1.1.2. I'm going to give this IP. Let's check if we can ping. Yes, we can ping our default gateway. Let's rename it to Google. So now we need to enable routing from here. So first of all, we need to enter a default route because we don't know the IA which IP ISP is using, which is generally the case. We can set the default route from here. The static route has already been set toward this router. Now we need to add a route for 200 subnet. So the I from the ISP and we have used the subnet. So we have set the routes. Now it's time to configure the NAT. In order to configure the NAT, we have to first identify which ports are our inside interfaces and which are outside, which is very clear from this diagram. G0/0 is going to be our inside interface and 00/0 is our outside interface. So let's configure. Go to interface, type IP NAT inside. IP NAT outside, it is configured. Need to create the static mapping. IP NAT inside source static. The IP address is 10.0.0.2 and the IP I need to give is 200.0.0.1. Let's check if it is in use. No, it is not in use. So this is my IP address 10.0.0.2 will be changed to 200.0.0.1, which we will use next. So for the next PC, you can use this IP address. That's it. Our table is ready. So here you need to understand some basic terms of NAT. Inside local, inside global. These are two terms that applies to your source NAT. So inside local is your IP address that is private to you, that is never going to be used on the internet, and inside global address is the address that will be converted once you initiate any web connection. So this is the inside global address that is used by you, your router, for the netting purpose. So let's once bring our 170.0.0.2. Wait, I have wait 170.1.1.2. Sorry, let's ping. So the ping has been generated. Now you have to check the show IP NAT translation. Show IP NAT statistics. So here we can check the outside interface is serial 0 by 0 and total translation is 2. Let's generate for some traffic from the PCs. It I think the wrong IP address. Now it's clear. Now I have generated some traffic. Let us see the translation. So here you can see the translation are going on. So outside local address is the outside that is relies somewhere on the ISP side, and inside local is our local address. You can also use the debug IP NAT command. Check what is happening behind the scenes. Just ping from this. Think one. Yes. So let's see here how it is going. So here you can see your IP address has been converted. Destination is 202 and it is connected to 10.0.0.3. This is your source and this is your changed IP address, and your destination is 170.1.1.2. You can disable the debugging part from here. So this is the what we call static NAT. I hope you have enjoyed the practical. Thanks for watching. One thing I more want to tell you: if the server want to trace you back, because server will only get your public IP. Let's say it has got 200.0.0.2. So it will only get your public IP address, and if you trace that IP address to see, if a hacker want to see what is your local IP address, he will never get. because he will always get to your public IP address that is converted by NAT. So this was the lab. Thanks for watching.